All you need is patience. You get a little bit of patience, you'll be fine. If you start ripping it as fast as you can, then yeah, you're going to lose half of the dough. So there we go. See? There we go. Magic. Right. So. Do a little bit more flour than that. There we go. Perfect. So, what we're going to do, I'll fold this up. We've got a nice little rectangle shape. Okay, perfect. Let's grab a rolling pin. Get this nicely rolled out now. And then we're going to switch from rolling pin to hand. I'll show you what we're going to be doing for stretching this out. Beautiful. Right, so we're going to stretch this. All good, chef. Loved it and finished at 4 PM. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it, buddy. I'm glad things are improving for you now. That's good. But no worries, amigo. Don't worry. Don't worry. So, what we're going to do, we're going to start stretching it very shortly. Not just yet. So you want to stretch this out as like far as you can, or as far as it will go before it starts like getting holes. And as I said, you pretty much will be looking at pretty much like translucent dough. So that's as far as like you'll probably take it. And the dough will stretch back to an extent, but you just keep fighting with it, and it will eventually stretch. It just takes a little bit of patience and a little bit of time, that's all. Beautiful. Gaming, Matt? No, this is strudel, buddy. This is strudel. Right, so what we're going to do... just keep turning it. Just keep overlapping it. Straighten it out. Sometimes you might get like an odd crease or two. Let that air go out. There we go. And then I'm going to start stretching it very shortly. So. Perfect. Nice. So, what I'm going to do, I feel like we could probably start stretching very shortly. I'm going to give it 1 or 2 more rolls, and then we can start stretching it. So, yeah, because we're going to start getting creases now when I'm rolling it because it's too thin. So, I'm going to set that aside. And what we're going to do is pretty much, let me dust my hands with flour first so we don't like stick or anything. So, I'm going to dust the back of my hands with flour. Reason for it, because we're going to use the back of our hands to stretch it. So, using the whole of your back of your hand, you just want to kind of pull it out. Hey John, what's up, buddy? What's up? I'm doing good, thanks, buddy. How are you doing? So good to see you, man. What you been up to? So as you can see, it's already starting to stretch really nicely. You're just using your hands, spreading your fingers, just stretching it. That's all you're doing. Meow. Meow. So it's almost pretty much. Right. Meow.
Random, don't put a hole in the pastry, chef. Meow.
Don't put a hole in the pastry, don't worry. We got this. Even if we do get a hole, right? We can still, like, patch it up, so it's not really a problem. But dude, thank you so much for the 100 meow biddies. I appreciate it. Not much. Rainy day here in NJ. What's NJ? Come on, John, you can work this out. What is it? NJ. Certainly not New York. That'll be NY. See, we've got a hole already. You're like, oh no, chef, you got a hole. Don't worry. Don't worry, amigos. We can sort this out. There you go. It's gone. Ah, New Jersey. Guys, you weren't supposed to tell me. I was supposed to work it out myself. Appreciate it, though. So. Whereabouts is New Jersey from New Mexico? What direction are we going in, guys? Where would that be? And as you can see, most of this is like very transparent. Can you actually almost see like the pattern from my work surface underneath? It's very, very transparent now. So I'm just stretching out the thick parts now, just to make sure it's all nice and equal. So we're all good. Impatient chat, impatiently helpful. You guys are impatiently helpful. I appreciate it. Well, I did want to try and work it out myself, but it's a bit late for that now. Right. So you mean east, right? I'm still learning my American geography. I'm getting there, though. I'm getting there. One shape, way, or form. Oh, okay. Near New York, then, kind of. Alright, I kind of know where it is then. Okay. Right. Appreciate it, guys. See, if you asked me where Tennessee was, I was like, yeah, I know where that is, because I went there like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So as you can see, look at that. See, this is why I told you don't need much pastry, guys, because you can stretch it with your hands. Look at that. Amazing. I feel like we're about there with it. I don't want to go too thin with it. Those bananas are going to be pretty heavy. I do need to dust the flour underneath there, so. Where are we at now? Tinkles? Hey, my friend, how you doing? How's things? Haven't you seen, like, the Soprano chef? Nope. Yeah, Jersey's like one of the neighbor states. Okay. North and a bit east from, like, Tennessee. Okay. Seems like a silk. Kind of. This is strudel pastry. So it's actually stretched out by hand. Well, rolled out and then stretched out by hand. So we're not doing an apple strudel today, though. We're actually doing a banana salted caramel strudel, which is very interesting, very different. So I've been stretching it with the back of my hands. Just making sure it's all nice, neat, and tidy. Got a few little crinkles here and there, don't worry. It'll be fine. Okay. Chef, do you want butter on this? Well, considering this is not a very healthy day, probably. So I might melt down a little bit of butter. Actually, no. I'm not going to add butter to it because we've got that caramel sauce, and that's going to be enough butteriness to go on the pastry, so we're not going to need to. But it is always a yes, but there's enough butter and silkiness in the salted caramel sauce, so no, we're not going to need to add more liquid. So, no. More butter. No, I said no. Don't argue with me. It's quite simple, guys. Right. So, there's our beautiful bananas. Delightful. Do I want really any kind of breadcrumbs in this, actually? I mean, if I am going to add breadcrumbs, I don't want to be adding too much. So I don't want this to be, like, super, super wet, but I do need some kind of dryness in there. How breadcrumby are these? Oh, these are crummy enough. They're just... As long as there's no Italian seasoning in them. I just want plain. Yeah, these should be fine. Okay. Ariana, you're cheeky, you are. Butter is, like, super healthy, chef. I feel like I'm going to have to teach you guys better next time. Right. There we go. Perfect. Right. So, anything else I want on there first before I do anything else while I'm thinking about it? Actually, let's get our tray ready because I'm going to need to move it very quickly. And we need to turn our oven on. 350. Metro roast. Let's turn that on. So 350 Fahrenheit, 180 Celsius. Sesame seeds and poppy seeds to be nice on those bananas. You could do if you wanted to, but we're certainly not going to divulge too much into too many flavors today. So, yeah, okay. So I was working out like where I want it. I've got it now. Spatula, chef. Set that aside. Actually, where is it? Where have you gone? Oh, you're right there. I'm just blind. There we go. Do a few more here. Split these down. I had the right amount of bananas as well. This is good. This is very good, guys. Cool. Right. Magic. Oh my god. That's salted caramel. Very nice. I feel like it does need a touch more salt in there, though. I'm not going to go crazy with it because I don't want it to be super salty. But there. Plenty. Don't need any more than that. 2 pinches. Right. I want to lick the pan. You can have the pan if you want. Chef, why's there flour on your shorts? Seriously. Right. Cool. Video done. Nice. Dropped my pen. Oops. Right. I want that tray. So this one. I also want a silk mat because I want it to crisp up nicely and not stick to the pan. Right, perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do. Oh! Oh! Oh, chef! Seriously? Oh, do you know what else I have forgot to do? I forgot my cheeky rum. I forgot my cheeky rum, but that's okay. I can sort that out. Not really an issue. But to be fair, I didn't really state if it was going to be rum. That was a little bit of an extra I was going to add to it. But still. No, I don't really want to play around with this too much. Make a rum straw to a strudel? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Do you know what I actually will do? The rest of that pan, I haven't put it in the wash. For a nice little glaze to finish it off later on. I'll use a little bit of rum to deglaze that pan. And then just finish it off on the side. I think that'll work perfectly. So there you go. Rum custard will be good. Yeah, the only problem though, alcohol doesn't freeze. So you add too much alcohol to the ice cream, it won't freeze. Just FYI. Right. Oh, I did say cinnamon as well, but I feel like the flavor profile's good. We're okay. No, we're good, chef. I feel like this is... Hang on. No. We're fine. We're fine. I don't know why I'm, like, doubting things. So, it's going to be a little tricky. So, with a little help from my cheeky friend... Perfect. Okay. I want... Come on, chef. Don't break on me. Don't you do it. Oh, chef. I make myself laugh sometimes. Had it the wrong way round because the flipping end is that end. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So, there's our nice little strudel. It's all wrapped up like a little cheeky blanket. It's good to go. Now this is where we do need some butter. So we'll put a little bit in a pan very quickly. Melt some down. While I'm doing that, I can... Actually, I'll take a video when I'm brushing it. That'll be good. Awesome Wellington, chef. Oh, thanks. I appreciate my banana Wellingtons. Very nice. Kappa. Alright. So... Unfortunately, just to get so snooty and technical with you, Wellington's made with puff pastry cheese. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but this is strudel pastry. Totally different thing. Right. So let's melt that down very quickly. I would have rolled it into a mat and then filled the mat onto the pan. Wait, You going to take a video brushing the melted butter onto the strudel? Yes, of course, of course, of course. Very nice. Yeah, but the only problem with the mat, Celestine, right? If you're holding the mat and you're like that, you got more chance of breaking it because of the weight. Whereas, like, you would have to have something to hold it, to hold the balance. Because of the weight in it, if you had the mat and you lifted it onto the tray, it'll probably snap in half because of the pastry being so thin. So, I do things for a reason, my friend. There's always a reason behind it. But, you know, you can do it your own way, whichever you prefer. So, butter, brush. Wait. Oh, yeah. Video, butter. Definitely for sure. Video, not photos. Beautiful. So this should take about 30 to 40 minutes in the oven. So it's starting to ooze a tiny bit, but it's not actually that bad. I'm quite happy with the amount of sauce anyway because it wasn't too saucy. So I'm pretty happy anyway. So next, what we are going to make a Flory de Grill. Thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. How are you doing today, my friend? I hope you're having a lovely day. Almost there. Perfect. Actually, I might keep... Did I chuck that in the bin already? Oh, I didn't. I might actually keep... Oh, no, actually, it's not plastic. It's cardboard. I'm not going to keep that. Right, okay. So, butter's melted. Video time. Let's do this with the left, chef. Right, let's make life easier, shall we? Gira, how's it going, my friend? It's lovely to see you.